I'm 75 years old, and if there's one thing I never expected at this age, it's this profound sense of being utterly alone. You see it in movies, you read about it in books, but you never think it'll be your story. This isn't just about being by myself. It's a deep, emotional loneliness that settles in your bones. I'm sharing this today not for pity, but as a piece of senior life advice for the younger generation, a message from the future, if you will. I want to talk about the reality of aging and loneliness before it's too late for you to make a different choice. Growing up, my life was a whirlwind of activity. I had a career I was passionate about, a loving spouse, and 2 wonderful children. My days were filled with meetings, school runs, family dinners, and weekend adventures. The house was never quiet. There was always a phone ringing, a TV blaring, or the sound of laughter echoing through the halls. Loneliness was a foreign concept, something that happened to other people, not me. I was surrounded by connections, by love, by life. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought this vibrant, bustling life would last forever. But life has a way of quietly changing the script when you're not looking. The loneliness in old age doesn't arrive like a sudden storm. It creeps in slowly, like a fog, until one day you look around and realize you can't unsee the familiar landmarks of your own life anymore. It's a quiet ache that I'm now learning to navigate. The first big shift came with retirement. I'd looked forward to it for years, imagining all the freedom I'd have. But the structure of my life disappeared overnight. The daily interactions with colleagues, the shared goals, the sense of purpose, it all vanished. Suddenly, my days were vast and empty. Around the same time, my children, now grown with families of their own, moved to different states for their own careers. The weekly family dinners became monthly phone calls, then holidays-only visits. I was proud of them, of course, but each departure felt like a small piece of my world breaking away. This is a common part of aging alone that nobody prepares you for. The world you built so carefully starts to dismantle itself, not out of malice, but simply because life moves on. Your role as a central figure in your family's daily life diminishes, and you become a loving but distant relative. Then, the biggest blow of all. 5 years ago, I lost my husband, my partner of 50 years. The silence in the house after he was gone was deafening. It wasn't just the absence of his voice. It was the absence of our shared history, our inside jokes, the comfortable rhythm of 2 people who have spent a lifetime together. The emotional loneliness I felt was staggering. You can be in a room full of people and still feel completely isolated because the one person who truly knew you isn't there. This is one of the hardest life lessons from the elderly. Grief isn't just about missing someone. It's about learning to live as a different version of yourself. A me without the us. The loneliness in later life is often a tapestry woven with threads of loss, and losing a life partner is the most significant thread of all. As I reflect on my life, I'm flooded with a mix of beautiful memories and certain life regrets after 70. My biggest regret, not investing enough in friendships outside of my marriage and work. I was so consumed by my family and career that I let many friendships drift away. I always thought I'll have time later, but later came, and those connections were gone. I'd get a Christmas card, a quick text, but the deep, meaningful bonds had faded. My advice for the younger generation is simple. Nurture your friendships. Don't just rely on your partner or your immediate family for your social and emotional needs. These friendships are your safety net. They are the people who will show up for you when your world is turned upside down. They are the ones who will help you combat the feeling of aging and loneliness. I also regret not developing more hobbies for myself, things that were just for me. My identity was so tied to being a husband, a father, and a professional. When those roles changed, I felt lost. What did I enjoy? What made me, just me, feel alive? It's a question I'm still trying to answer at 75. So, find your passions now. Learn to paint, join a hiking club, take up an instrument, start a book club. These aren't just ways to pass the time. They are ways to build community and maintain a sense of self that is independent of your roles in life. This senior wisdom is crucial. Your personal interests are the anchors that will keep you steady when the tides of life change. They give you a reason to get up in the morning when other reasons fade away. Now, my days have a quiet, predictable rhythm. I wake up, make coffee for one, and read the news. I might go for a walk or tend to my small garden. The afternoons are the hardest. That's when the loneliness in old age really hits. The silence in the house feels heavy, a constant reminder of what's missing. I've tried joining senior centers and clubs, and while they offer a temporary distraction, they don't always fill the void of deep personal connection. Making new, close friends at this age is incredibly difficult. Everyone is carrying their own lifetime of stories and losses. It's hard to build the kind of trust and intimacy that I once took for granted. The feeling of being lonely at 75 is not about a lack of people. It's about a lack of belonging. This experience has profoundly impacted my mental health. Mental health for seniors is a topic we don't discuss enough. There's a stigma, a sense of, I should be tougher, or I've been through worse. But this persistent loneliness can lead to a quiet despair. It's a struggle to stay positive when your social world has shrunk so dramatically. Some days are better than others. On good days, I find joy in small things. A sunny afternoon, a call from a grandchild, a good book. On bad days, the weight of my regret in old age feels crushing. It's a constant battle to find meaning and purpose in this final chapter of my life. So, if you're listening to this, whether you're 25, 45, or 65, please hear me. Life reflection is not just something for old age. It's a practice for every age. Don't wait until you're my age to realize what truly matters. Build your village. Nurture your friendships as if they are the most precious resource you have, because they are. Cultivate your own interests. Don't pour all of yourself into one or two roles, because those roles will inevitably change. Communicate with your loved ones. Tell them how you feel. Don't assume they know. The truth about feeling lonely at 75 is that it is a culmination of a lifetime of small choices. It's the friend you didn't call back, the hobby you never started, the community you never joined. I share my story not to make you sad, but to give you the senior wisdom I wish I'd had. Invest in human connection. It is the greatest investment you will ever make. It is the only thing that truly compounds over a lifetime and pays dividends when you need it most. Do it now, before it's too late. Please, build a life rich with connection, so that when you reach my age, your home is filled not with silence, but with the echoes of a life well lived and well loved. Thanks for listening.